Welcome to the Top Thoughts YouTube channel. Today, we bring you a list of the top 5 highest paid TikTokers of 2020 that might surprise you. Just like all around the world, TikTok has become one of the most used social networking sites. Often, many people wonder whether it's just the fame they are making these videos for, or they also earn some money from it. Well, TikTok doesn't pay its users just as YouTube does based on the number of views a video gets. However, by promoting different brands and videos, these TikTokers get paid quite a hefty amount of money. Here are the top 5 highest paid TikTokers of 2020. Number 5. Josh Richards, $1.5 million. Josh Richards has gone the traditional way of money making on TikTok, with some sponsorships from Reebok and House Party. However, the 18-year-old also co-founded a talent management company called Talent X, a drink business called Annie Energy, and is the chief strategy officer at TikTok rival Triller. To best capitalize on fame, it's about creating companies or getting equity in companies, Josh Richards says. Influencers need to learn how to properly monetize. Sponsorship deals with Reebok and House Party, a merch line, YouTube ad revenue, and a new song-making deal with Warner Records. He joined the C-suite of Triller, a small TikTok rival, as its chief strategy officer, a deal that compensated him with an equity stake in the startup. Positioning himself as a thoughtful media executive is a pretty sweeping change from what his image has been. TikTok's resident heartthrob and bad boy. After getting on TikTok last year while living near Toronto, Canada, Richards achieved quick fame for his dance, singing, and lip-syncing videos, and for a persona he describes as edgy teen. He has played up feuds with the other influencers on social media and co-founded Sway House, the TikTok collective that has developed a reputation for parties and hijinks. 2 members of Sway were arrested in Texas on drug charges in May after violating the COVID-19 lockdown in California. It was chaotic there at Sway House, says Richards, who has recently moved out of the group's LA home. I was going down a path I hadn't planned on. Number 4. Lauren Gray, $2.6 million. Singer Lauren Gray was the most followed account on TikTok until the spring. The 18-year-old has been sponsored by some huge brands including Skechers, Hyundai, Burger King, and Revlon. Gray signed with Virgin Records in 2018 and has released 8 singles since. When Lauren Gray first started out, she went through a string of bad talent managers, she says, who misguided her and botched some early sponsorship deals. It left her determined to follow her own mind. The only person who knows how to brand Lauren Gray and be Lauren Gray is Lauren Gray. She says in an interview that, true to her sentiment, includes no agent, manager, or PR flack. This mentality has worked out pretty well for her so far. In 2018, she got a deal with Virgin Records and has since released 8 singles. Until this spring, Gray had the biggest fan base of any TikToker, leading her to land sponsor deals with Skechers, Hyundai, and Burger King. Her primary focus at the moment is her new Revlon deal, creating content for the company's TikTok account, and Revlon-sponsored posts for hers. It's more of a creator role than just doing what someone says for 60 seconds, the maximum length of a TikTok, explains Gray. They're very flexible and give me a lot of creative freedom. 3. Dixie DAmelio, $2.9 million. Dixie DAmelio is the oldest sister of dancing sensation Charli D'Amelio, whose viral TikToks helped catapult her into social media stardom. But unlike her baby sister, Dixie is a singer. She has nabbed collaborations with Hollister and Morphe Cosmetics. As the oldest sister of Charli D'Amelio, Dixie finds her fame fully intertwined with her sisters. They both left home to live in LA. They appear in many of each other's videos on TikTok, where Dixie has 32 million followers. And in the last few months, the D'Amelios signed joint deals with clothing company Hollister and with Morphe, a cosmetics company. Dixie, meanwhile, is striking out on her own with her music career, releasing her first single, Be Happy, in June. It has accumulated 58 million streams, and at launch became the #1 trending video on YouTube, ahead of Kanye West's Travis Scott music video, also released the same day. 2. Charli D'Amelio, $4 million. Charli D'Amelio is a 16-year-old dancer whose videos first went viral in June 2019. After posting on TikTok for the first time in June 2019, she had a series of dance videos go viral last summer and fall. Shortly afterwards, singer Bebe Rexha invited Charli to join her in opening for the Jonas Brothers at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. It wasn't long before celebs like Bebe Rexha were asking her to perform at their shows. She has scored sponsorship deals with big brands like EOS Cosmetics and Sabra Hummus. She even has her own drink at Dunkin'. Things happened fast from there. She left her hometown of Norwalk, Connecticut, and moved to LA. She was a guest on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon. She chronicled her time at Paris Fashion Week for Prada on TikTok. She struck sponsorship deals with companies like EOS Cosmetics and appeared in a Super Bowl commercial for Sabra Hummus. She and her sister Dixie made frequent videos with Hype House, and the sisters have also announced an agreement to be the new faces of Hollister. And in May, Charlie turned 16. She celebrated the moment as any young influencer might, adding to her line of Charlie-branded merchandise a new, limited edition $60 hoodie with a drawing of her in glasses and a birthday party hat. Before we get to the highest paid TikToker of 2020, we ask you to tap the like button and comment your thoughts on who you think should be at the top. Number 1. Addison Ray Easterling, 5 million. Addison Ray Easterling was just settling into life at LSU and making choreographed TikToks that drew on a childhood as a competitive dancer. Addison Ray Easterling started making TikTok videos using her skills as a competitive dancer. It didn't take long for her to start getting recognized for her dance clips at Louisiana State University, where she attended school before she dropped out to pursue TikTok full-time. She's since worked with brands like Reebok, Fashion Nova, and American Eagle, and launched a makeup line called Item Beauty. She hit 1 million fans by the fall. She remembers the day exactly, October 27th, and was getting recognized around campus. My name would be called out when I was walking to class, which was pretty mind-blowing, Easterling recalls. Younger teens at LSU football games would ask to get their picture taken with her. That fall, she posted her first sponsored content post for Fashion Nova, an online women's clothing store. And in December, she left school for Los Angeles to pursue celebrityhood full-time. There, she became friends with a group of TikTok stars and helped form Hype House, a content-creating collective, which elevated her profile even further. Business opportunities followed. At first, she got the typical deals to her own branded merchandise and sponsored content from brands like Reebok and watch company Daniel Wellington. Altogether, these two revenue streams accounts for 2/3 of her estimated earnings. In July, she became the main global spokesperson for American Eagle, a role that will splash her image across both digital and traditional TV and print ads for the teen clothing company. That same month, she started hosting a weekly Spotify podcast with her mom, Sherry Nicole, called Mama Knows Best. We want to break the barrier and get into conversations that most kids would feel uncomfortable asking their parents about. Her makeup line, Item Beauty, a joint venture with beauty startup Made, drops its first product line next week, including a bronzer, eyeshadow, brightening powder, and the piece de resistance, the $14 lash snack mascara. Easterling explains, it has castor oil in it, so it's a treat for your eyelashes. We hope you enjoyed the video, and please subscribe for our weekly content.